All right, now pleased to be joined by Clemson star PJ Hall, veteran South Carolina native, and playing as well as anybody in the country not named Zach Edey. All right, I'm going to say anybody not named Zach Edey this year, PJ. No disrespect, but that big man is he's a force, and he's a dominant human being playing basketball right now.
I don't see nobody's name though.
No, and listen, you've been unbelievable this year, and I think one of the big things this year in kind of you taking that other step is just health, right? I mean, a year ago, you came into the season and you weren't 100%. You had come off surgery and a couple injuries, and it took you a while to get going, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it definitely took really the majority of the season. I had a lot of stuff going on trying to figure out how it was going to be used that year, just because I was, like I said, not healthy. I had about a 4.5 month recovery that was done in three months. And so coming into the season, I wasn't in shape, my leg wasn't strong enough. I didn't have the entire preseason to, work on my craft, work on my skill, had a lot of rust on me. So coming into the year, it was kind of like, all right, do what you can and try to be effective in certain ways. But, at some points, it's kind of like, what else can you do? But coming into this year, it was a whole lot different, night and day, really.
And night and day with this team. I mean, you're undefeated, one of 7 unbeatens left standing. Huge pickup in the portal in Joe Girard. Bringing over a veteran, he just gives you that balance. Like, you're an older team, right? You're an older team, and he is easy to kind of assimilate into your program, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. I mean, like on and off the court. I mean, he's such a good dude, easy to get along with, jokes around with all the guys. Right away, it was like that. So I mean, having somebody like that in the locker room that's easy to get along with, like I said, and just makes your team that much better because you enjoy playing with them. You want to see them succeed, and it's been a blast playing with him so far. And hanging out off the court, eating, playing golf. It's always a good time with Joe.
Yeah, I hear you kind of get your butt kicked most times playing.
That's what guys are saying nowadays. But I mean, hey, you know what? After the season, we'll try to clear my name. We'll try to clear my name.
All right, you got to work on that. You got to get to the range or something.
Yeah.
Good thing is it's good weather all the time, so you could probably steal a round or two during break. All right, here's my big question for you. I don't want to get you in trouble, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Is Clemson now a basketball school?
Hey, I'm not gonna say we're a basketball school. I think we're an everything school. We just won a national championship in soccer. We had one of the best teams in the country in baseball last year. Football is everybody's saying we're down in football. We finished in the top 20, I believe, or something close to it. I mean, last year we had 10 wins last year, 11 or 10 wins. Football. I mean, I think we're an everything school. So I think we have one of the best athletic programs in the country, athletic wide, whether that be baseball, basketball, football. Softball is loaded every year. I mean, it's a blast to play here, man.
All right, I'm going to give you a date, and you tell me if you remember what happened this day. Okay, January 30th, 2021.
Is that when we played Duke?
Yes, when people went R.I.P. to PJ Hall that day. Do you remember that? And what? Do you still get people talking about Jalen Johnson? And
no, I mean, I have teammates messing with me every now and then. If I ever like razzle or razz them a little too much, they just immediately like send a GIF of it or send a screenshot of it in the group chat or something. But other than that, I mean, like it's a heck of a play and not a good business decision by me. But I'll tell you what, I'd do it again. I don't care.
Listen, that's what I love about you is your toughness and the way you play with the way college basketball is supposed to be played. You can tell you have fun doing it, but you play really hard. And, this year, look at your production. You're so much more efficient. Again, whether it is the injury last year certainly hampered you, but I think it's maturity as well. And in your decision, not just the fact that you're shooting the ball better from 3, but I think it's more of your decision-making than anything else. Like, first couple of years, your turnovers are probably a little bit higher than you would have liked. Now you're making really good decisions, whether it's facing up or out of the post. And I think that how much of that is just kind of maturing, figuring out again and having teammates that frankly can make shots and make plays.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, being able to create for others and stuff as well. I mean, I have so much attention a lot of times on offense, but now that we have guys like Joe Girard, last week we had Hunter Tyson, who's drawing a lot of attention too. So one thing I think that helps me with, not turning the ball over is I had that 3 or 4 months this summer to practice and stuff. So being able to play that entire time, not miss any practices or workouts, that bleeds over into the season, and you're comfortable, you're ready to play. I mean, you're just kind of like froth in the mouth, ready to go out somebody else other than your teammates. And so that was, I think, the biggest key. And then obviously, being older, being a little slower, like in my mind and stuff, calming down a little bit, which, I mean, last year I wasn't necessarily riled up, but like I said, it's just I wasn't all there all the time. Yeah.
What's the best part of going to school at Clemson?
Probably the weather. I'm a South Carolina guy. I grew up in Spartanburg, about an hour from here, so I definitely love the weather here, man. I mean, like in the summertime, you can wake up at 8, go play 18 holes, and then sun don't set till about 9:15. So it's and it's warm, and so you can play golf all day long. In the meantime, you can get a couple workouts in. Yeah.
So I'm down in Charleston now. I'm from Boston, but
okay, yeah.
We come down here. We started last year. We came down for 6 weeks. This year it's 7. And it's not summer weather, but man, it's a lot better than shoveling the snow back
oh yeah,
in Boston.
Charleston's beautiful, man. My mom is from Charleston. I love Charleston, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get over there and see you guys play. I think Carolina, January 6th. I know you got some games before then, and you got a big one Saturday, a really big one at Memphis. Talented Memphis team. For you guys now, do you feel like you've started to get the notoriety that maybe you deserve? Because I think early in the season, everybody's looking at you and you got some nice wins, but everybody's still like, the jury's still, out a little bit. How good is Clemson? Now I think you've honestly, with the win against Alabama, that was a huge one.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big win. And then the one against TCU is another one, a neutral site and stuff. But, one thing about us is we try not to look at that stuff. Yesterday, we got that, what were we in the rankings? I think 13th, something like that. I mean, like we had that ranking, but we're in practice going at it after 2 weeks of hard road trips. I mean, we're good on good yesterday, playing, getting up and down, sweating. I mean, like these guys work. Coaches put us to work and they hold us accountable. We're not out here really looking for any kind of credit right now. We'll get that in March.
How hard was last year for you? Because, again, you guys start off so well. People probably forget, and then, kind of started to go downhill with Brevin's quote-unquote injury. whatever we want to call it.
Yeah.
Things snowballed, down the end of the season. Like, I thought you were locked to get in the NCAA tournament. Then you guys struggled the last 10 games of the year and got, held out and got in the NIT. How much did that motivate you?
A ton. I mean, even now, I mean, we think about it all the time. It's you go into these games, and every time you're about to step on the court, it's like, all right, like let's go out there and make sure we put our name out there and show people what we can do, not leave any doubts about who we are and what we do. So right now, we're focused on us and we're focused on this year. But obviously, whenever you have something like that happen to you, it leaves a mark on you. And so, like I said, man, going into every game, going into every practice, every workout, like it's your last, and making sure that as we go into these games, that we make sure people know that we handle business.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for joining us after dark. Hopefully I'll see you in a few weeks. In the meantime, try to sneak in maybe 9 holes. Like, you just can't let Joe keep crushing you like this.
Listen, he does not crush me, man. I want to set that straight, man. I mean, I'm not a bad golfer. Like, I'm about like an 11 handicap. Like, and Joe's probably about a 9. He's just, like he tends to get the best of me on the back 9. I fall apart late. I get nervous.
Does he talk trash or something?
No, he actually doesn't at all. He's actually pretty encouraging. But I just can't do it, man. I get nervous.
All right, well, maybe I'll get out there with you guys when I get out there in a few weeks.
But,
great seeing you. Thanks for joining us, and good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.